you ready for the gonk? Here we go. Once again, time for Ballistic Statistics, our daily quest to sort the wheat from the chaff, the truth from the lies. We each have a startling fact for you. All we ask is you try and identify which one of us is telling the truth. And today, as Strictly Fever hits, we have 3 dance-based facts for you. First up, welcome back to the programme, Sincere Daz. Daz, what have you got for us? Truthful Lou. Disgusting. And finally, Honest Al, pole dancing, it gets worse, started in 1135 AD, was mostly done by men. Okay, Daz, once again.
Of the tango were based on wolves stalking each other on the plains of Spain.
It's like My Fair Lady all over again. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain. Truthful Lou. You ever had a go at that, Lou? How exciting. It's down, boys. Honest Al. Pole dancing started in 1135 AD, was mostly done by men. So is it Daz, is it Lou, or is it me? Call us, 08081. One of us is going to be right. 08081 009956. That's the telephone number. We can send me a text too. WM, then you message. Stick your name on there as well. WM, then you message 81333. The answer coming later this morning.
Alex Lester.
Right then.
On BBC WA 95.6.
Let's change the subject entirely now, shall we? It's 22 minutes to 8. Imagine getting involved with a bad crowd as a teenager and as a result ending up in prison. Your life might have taken a very different path than you imagined, but that doesn't need to be the end of the story. A Birmingham businessman is making a new motivational video aimed at encouraging young people to stay away from crime and do something with their lives. It's after he turned his around. The video features stories of people who successfully rerouted their lives after heading down the wrong path. Aaron Aslam, who's the director of Autofit Birmingham, is the man behind it. He joins us this morning along with Mike Allen, who's one of the people appearing in the film. Welcome both.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good
Thank
morning.
you. Well, Aaron, if I can talk to you first
Yeah,
of
no
all.
problem.
What made you want to do this video in the first place? Surely you're a businessman. You're busy anyway.
Well, the thing is, if you're just going to take and never give back, I don't think that's good for any business, especially when you're dealing with people every day. Normal people just like myself. I mean, just because I run a business, I'm still a human being who've also been through certain things in my life to get to where I am now. To what made me make the video, when I was young, I wish I had somebody there to tell me, you're going down the wrong path or you're hanging around with the wrong people.
Well, give us the backstory. What was your story before you became a successful businessman? Where had you gone wrong?
Well, everywhere really. I mean, I cut ties with my family, with my friends, just to kind of hang around people who were doing stupid things, smoking weed, taking drugs. And even though I never done it myself, the peer pressure was always there. But I always knew it wasn't what I wanted to do, so I always kind of stay strong. But then it comes to a point where you're not working, you need some form of income. So you look at doing things that you know are wrong, like turning towards crime, stealing, taking things from people that you don't really want to do.
At what point then do you just suddenly think, I'm on a hiding to nothing here. This is ridiculous. I'm wasting my life. It's only going to get worse.
The point for me is when I was with a woman at the time, and she got pregnant, and I was 19 years old at the time, and I remember literally thinking, how on earth am I going to support this child? I mean, he's not asked to be bought here. It's something I've done, and the only way I was going to end up with this was either dead or in prison. So I decided I've got to turn my life around, not for my sake, but for my child's sake. But then I had another kind of unfortunate incident where when I was 20 years old, I became a single father. And I think that was like a huge kick in the backside for me for like, you know what, right, now you really do need to pull your finger out, you need to do something, find work. At the time, my dad was already running this business, Autofit Birmingham, and I just joined on the ranks. I've always had a love for cars, no matter what I've done, I've always messed around with them. I was never very good at anything else, but when it comes to cars, I was like
you
literally
found exactly
amazing.
what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, and I really did not know that was going to be my career, my path, my life, but for the past, 5 to 8 years now, it's all I've ever done, and it's how I support for myself, for my son. And I gotta say, being a single father has made me who I am, made me realise, you know what, there is another way and there is another life for anybody.
We'll come back and talk more, but let's talk to Mike, who's here. Actually, Mike, good morning to you.
Good morning, good morning.
Now, you've been interviewed for Aaron's film, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us about your story. Let everyone know your story.
How far back are we going?
Well, as far back as you want to. Really. I don't
Well-
mean as a baby. You go, well, as a small boy, I didn't have many toys. I want not that sort of thing. I just go, how your life has changed since actually you've met Aaron.
Yeah, well, I've met Aaron at my barber shop. I work at Smart Cuts Barbers, one of the best barber shops in Birmingham.
I knew you were going to say
It
that.
has to be said.
And they both have remarkable hair, ladies and gentlemen. I can say that.
Thank you.
But really, but seriously, that you actually were going off the rails. I mean, what was sort of stuff?
I was off the rails. I didn't really care about much. I got myself involved in a lot, robberies, going to prison for silly stuff. I think my turning point was like when I was about 24 and I came out of jail, and I thought, what do you want to do with your life, really? Like, what is it you really want to do? I've always thought about like barbering, but I never made any plans to kind of like do anything. I never made any movements to do anything about it. About 2 years ago, I was working. Where was I working? Peter's Book Signing Services in town.
Yeah.
And in the evenings, I was on in the evenings. Yeah, I got myself on the barbering course, like 3 hours for 2 days a week. I finally passed it.
And that's when you thought, hang on a second,
And I thought, I'm out here now, like, I need to kind of get in a shop. But it wasn't that easy. But I met a guy called Nigel, who used to cut my hair. Well, he still does cut my hair time to time.
And it was just, and you realised this is what you wanted to do.
It's what I want to do, so
And now,
I got in it. It changed my life.
Changed your life completely.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about the film, actually, Aaron,
Yeah.
if you can. What suddenly just made you decide, I'm going to do a film?
Because I already had an established base, because it wasn't just for our general work. I also started going into car reviews where I was filming car reviews and they were going online on YouTube, whatever, everywhere. So I knew I had an established base where if I wanted to spread a positive message to young people, it would be there and they would watch it. And even though I had a lot of criticism for wanting to make this video, but I felt as though if
people criticise you for wanting to make the video.
Yeah, because I was told I'm just a carman. That's where I should stick to. But I thought, well, no, I want to do what I've come this far by my own self belief, and obviously I thank God for everything I've got. But for my own self belief, for the love for my son, that's why I've come this far, and I can't let another person stop me for what I want to do. Because if that was the case, a lot of people wouldn't achieve anything in life if they listened to other people. So I thought, right, I'm gonna do it. So I started making the video, talking to people like Mike, and just to show somebody young, fair enough, if you've done wrong things, whatever, it doesn't matter. Your past isn't going to represent your future. And if you're willing to put in the work, you can change. If people really want to change and it's in their heart to change, they will change.
Yeah,
But Mike, you want to come in here.
It's got to be in your heart, but like you said earlier, that's peer pressure as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And your surroundings.
Don't be in the wrong circle. Even if your circle is small of you and one other person, but that person's a good person, it's a positive energy. Don't be around loads of people who are pressuring you to do things you don't want to do. It's your life. You should live it to the fullest.
When can we see this film?
We are looking to release tomorrow.
Fantastic, and that will be available. Is it?
It will be on YouTube. It will be on Facebook. It will be on Instagram. It will be on Twitter.
Fantastic. This is absolutely excellent. Well, all I can say is Aaron Haslam and Mike Allen, thank you very much indeed for dropping by the programme and
Thank you.
stay with the programme, so to speak.
Yeah,
Obviously everything's now going well. Thank you.
Thank you so much.